Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Now, we talked about the Wave 31 Storm Tracker weather app a little while ago. Important to have that, good tool to have, especially tomorrow night when we could have some pretty strong storms.
Yeah, well, we're going to have some thunderstorm activity coming on through. A little questionable as to whether we're going to have severe weather. I won't rule it out, but at the same time, it's not a real strong signal that it'll be a big issue. But let's just kind of get that out of the way and talk about it. You may have caught this earlier on our newscast today. Storm Prediction Center has put out a level 1 marginal risk that covers North Alabama for the Friday night time frame. So certainly won't rule out a couple stronger thunderstorms, but I will say this is kind of a bare minimum sort of setup. Not one that I'm overly concerned about, but again, you know what Mother Nature can do, sometimes throws a surprise or two at us, so we won't totally discount that possibility. For now, the threat level 1 on our scale of 1 to 5, and just based on what I'm seeing this evening, I don't see any indication that that risk would go up whatsoever from where it is currently. And again, it is kind of bare minimum as it stands right now. Now, that's not the only wave of wet weather that we're going to be tracking. There is going to be one that comes in overnight tonight. Nothing severe, no threats as far as that goes. But after midnight tonight, and at least for a few hours during the overnight period, we are going to see some isolated scattered showers coming through. That should be over and done with daybreak tomorrow, so no concerns that we'll have showers for your commute like we had in a few spots this morning. And in fact, most of your Friday is likely going to turn out to be pretty decent. Late afternoon into the evening hours, we will see an uptick in rain chances, so some scattered wet weather coming in at that time frame. And then as we work our way late evening and overnight Saturday, that's when we're going to have the most widespread shower and thunderstorm activity. And that's also the time frame if we see a stronger thunderstorm when that would roll through. All of that winds down by daybreak on Saturday, and as we take you through the remainder of the weekend, it's just a temperature forecast at that point. Still in the 60s Saturday. Will only be in the 40s on Sunday, so that brief return to winter's chill still on track to come in over the course of the weekend. We're quiet right now in the immediate part of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee, although one little shower there close to Lawrenceburg. What I'm watching back to the west on our live radar out of Muscle Shoals, a little band of showers through western Tennessee, back into the Holly Springs area just outside of Memphis. This will build eastward with time tonight, so we will pick up some shower activity while you're sleeping. 2 o'clock in the morning, likely will be prime time for this. Nothing that's real significant. By the time we hit 4 a.m., most of this that's left will be over Sand Mountain. And again, daybreak tomorrow, that alarm going off 6 in the morning perhaps for you. Should be back to dry weather. We'll pick up some early day sunshine. Looks decent through the lunch hour tomorrow, and even a good chunk of the afternoon. Before late afternoon, early evening, we may see a few more scattered showers coming through. I think future radar is kind of overdoing the rain coverage a bit for late in the day tomorrow. But as we hit the evening hours, this will be the time frame if we're going to get an isolated stronger thunderstorm when it would happen. We'll say that window runs from around 11 o'clock in the evening Friday until around 2 o'clock in the morning, and then that's it. By the time we reach daybreak Saturday, we are clearing out most of the rainfall. These are the threats we're looking at. Storms are not going to be what we call surface-based, so that pretty well rules out a tornado threat. And it'd be very, very difficult to get that with this sort of setup. Even strong gusty wind, the chance for that very low and likely would be sub-severe wind gusts. What we could see in this sort of setup is perhaps some hail, maybe up to quarter size. But again, even the threat for that looks like it stays pretty low, but we'll keep a close watch on it for you nonetheless. Tonight into tomorrow morning, we do cool back into the low in the mid-50s. We still warm tomorrow, just not as much as we did today. Climbing into the mid-60s at lunchtime and expect to spend most of tomorrow afternoon in the upper 60s and may briefly touch 70 in a few spots for your Friday. Here's your Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day. We got mid-60s on Saturday. Again, any chance for rain wraps early in the day on Saturday. Sunday, nice day. Other than those temperatures, mid-40s for your highs. Monday will be the coldest day out of the next 10 with a high only around 40. And look at Monday morning and Tuesday morning with temperatures that will be down in the mid-20s. Don't plant, don't plant, don't plant. I've been telling you that and preaching that the last few days. Later next week, though, you do see the temperatures quickly recover. We're back around 60 and even into the low 60s by the end of the week.
Planting time will come, just not
yet. It will.
yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Expanding rural